People say, "You're so mature for your age," like it's a compliment, but it's actually a trauma response dressed in praise, because you never learned how to be weak, and that's the real problem. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why that inability is quietly destroying your life right now. There are 3 things that happen inside the mind of someone who grew up too fast. And the third one is the reason most of your relationships feel off. The kid who never cried wasn't brave. They just learned crying didn't bring help. The kid acting like an adult at 8? That was a survival strategy still running in the background of your life today. Let me describe you. You were praised for being independent, for not causing problems. Maybe you took care of siblings while your parent worked. Maybe you learned to read moods before someone walked through the door. Here's what they don't tell you. You weren't growing up. You were disappearing. And here's what's happening in your brain right now. Thing number 1. Your nervous system is stuck in threat detection mode. You walk into every room and automatically scan it. Who's upset? Who needs something? What's the emotional temperature? Psychologists call it hypervigilance. You call it just being aware. This isn't personality. This is your childhood wiring. Your brain learned safety meant constant monitoring, so even in safe spaces you can't turn it off. You're exhausted but don't know why. That's thing number 1. Now here's thing number 2, and this gets personal. You perform connection instead of experiencing it. At work, reliable, never a problem. With friends, the listener, the helper, but never the one who needs anything. Because somewhere around age 7 or 9 or 11, you learned the most devastating lesson. Having needs is dangerous. Maybe your needs were ignored, maybe punished, or maybe you watched a parent so overwhelmed that you made a silent choice. I'll be small. I'll be easy. I'll ask for nothing. And that choice is still running your life. You can't relax. You can't receive help without guilt. Wait, here's thing number 3. This explains everything. You only know how to connect through usefulness. Love isn't something you receive, it's something you earn. You're attracted to people who need you, because need is the only framework for connection you understand. But when someone loves you without needing you to perform, when they say, "just be yourself," your brain short circuits. Because you don't have a self outside of being useful. You don't know how to be loved without earning it. Here's the cruelest part. You've spent your whole life believing you're low maintenance. But the truth is, nobody actually knows you. They know the version you perform. The helpful one. The strong one. The real you. The messy, needy version. You amputated that in the 2nd grade. Now here's what nobody tells you about healing, and it's not what you think. You didn't just grow up too fast. You lost something irretrievable. You lost the chance to be clumsy and still loved, to fail and still be safe. But that child inside you, the one who learned to be quiet, to be small, isn't broken. They're just tired. Healing doesn't mean going back. You can't do that. Healing means learning for the first time that you're allowed to be weak. That you can say, "I don't know," and still be worthy. That you can ask for help and not be a burden. That you can be messy, needy, and still deserve love. It means unlearning. My value equals my usefulness. It means reparenting yourself. Telling that kid inside, "You don't have to perform anymore. You don't have to earn this. You're enough exactly as you are." If you grew up too fast, you're allowed to grieve what you lost. You're allowed to be angry you had to be strong when you should have been safe. And you're allowed, finally, to stop performing. You were never supposed to have it all figured out. You were supposed to be a kid. The question is, are you ready to let yourself be human now?